Hi guys, it's Danny the Traveler, and I'm here with Rocky the Traveler, of course. And we're here in the beautiful Lake District. We've just arrived after our adventures in Glasgow, and we're staying here in the town of Penrith for one day. When I first booked our accommodation at the Lake District, I had reserved a garden cabin. I had no idea what it was really. I guess I imagined a solitary cabin in the countryside. But I was wrong, and it was indeed in someone's garden. And it was a tiny cabin that had been converted. I guess I should have read the description. Nevertheless, it was way too cold to stay here, though in the summer it probably would have been cozier. Anyway, the manager had very nicely upgraded me and Rocky to inside the house with the ensuite master bedroom where it was quite warm. So no doghouse for us. Anyway, thought I'd share that little detail about our road trip. After getting some work done in the morning, we had an entire afternoon and evening to see a bit of the Lake District, and I had been wanting to see this place for a long time. The manager of the house suggested we begin at Pooley Bridge village and take the Steamboat. So that's where we ended up. It was a quaint little town with tiny shops for tourists. We wandered into a few of them and found some dog pillows, but they had no bull terrier pillows. What a shame. Anyway, it was time to head off in search of the famous Pooley Bridge. And that's our path to the bridge, I think. No, wait. The sign says the bridge is that way. I think that's it. It looks like the bridge. I expected a much bigger bridge, but here's some history about it. It traces back to the 16th century, and in 2015, a massive flood destroyed the original bridge, and it was replaced by a metal bridge. And this is the beautiful Lake District. To be more specific, this is Lake Ullswater, the second largest lake of the Lake District. We hiked onward until we found the Pooley Bridge pier house where the steamboat took off from. I was told by the manager at our accommodation that dogs were allowed, and when I bought the ticket, I was happy to see that Rocky's ticket was free. I had a coffee and Rocky had some water while we waited for the steamboat to arrive. I couldn't wait to see some more of this beautiful place. Our steamboat would take us on an hour-long journey and stop at Howtown, where we can admire the lake. Now it was finally time to board the boat, and Rocky wasn't the only dog on board. There were so many. And we're off. So let the adventure begin. So if you didn't know, the entire Lake District, with all its lakes, forests, and mountains, is the most visited national park in the United Kingdom. Just to give you an idea, this little steamboat trip we went to was on a weekday afternoon, and it was quite packed with people. Now, despite this beautiful landscape, we were starting to shiver, so we headed to the bottom deck to see if it would be warmer there. So it's quite cold out now, so we're gonna go inside. To our surprise, there were quite a few dogs inside warming up. After a while, we missed the fresh Lake District air and went back outside. It wasn't long before we docked to our stop, Howtown, the tiny village. We didn't have much time to explore the little tiny village before our next boat arrived. Now this little steamboat is called the Lady of the Lake, the oldest working passenger vessel in the world. It was the boat that would take us back to Pooley Bridge. We spent most of the trip back indoors to take a break from the cold, but we could still see the Lake District's beauty from inside. And there were, of course, plenty of other dogs indoors and outdoors. Now the way back always seems quicker, doesn't it? And the 2+ hours on a steamboat went by quickly. Now, the steamboat tours go to many more places than just Howtown, and they can go all the way up to Glenridding Pier. But for today, we decided just an hour each way was enough. But if you ever find yourself in the Lake District with your dog, I highly recommend taking this cool little steamboat tour, and you won't be the only one with a dog there. After our steamboat ride, we capped off the day at, where else? The pub. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the Cotswolds next.